There we are. Welcome to Double Take with Double R. And I almost said Double R Radio. Gotta get rid of that, man. Double Take with Double R. Great to be here on this Monday evening. Anyways, um, hopefully everybody had a good weekend, man. I did. I had a really good weekend. Even though the Cowboys lost, but anyways, let me see if I can do a couple of things here before anything else. Let me see here. We're gonna go right here. I can't do that, so we're gonna go right there, and I think I'll be good to go. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. I'm still in the learning phase right here, but I think it's all gonna be good. Anyways, like I said, hopefully everybody had a good weekend, and now let's do a little bit of double take with double R. First things first, let's talk about them Cowboys. You know, my son gets after me. He goes, Dad, why do you rag on the Cowboys so much when you're a Cowboy fan? Well, that gives me even more so the right to, dog the Cowboys. They're getting ready for the playoffs. They're supposed to win this game regardless. They need some, como se dice, positive going into the playoffs. And what happens? They lose to one of the worst teams in the NFC. I'm not talking lose. They got the crap beat out of them. They were embarrassed, and even more so, don't get me started with Dak Prescott. Mr. Overpaid, underrated, no, not underrated, overpaid, overrated quarterback. That's right. I'm not a big fan of Dak Prescott. Prescott. I'm not a big fan of Dak Prescott. I really, really am not. I just think they paid that guy way too much money. He'd be a great backup quarterback. But even more so for the money they're paying that guy should be throwing passes and touchdowns each and every Sunday instead of interceptions. People ask me when I'm doing the Uber thing, people tell me, Robert, what football team do you like? And I always say, well, it's unfortunate, but I like the Cowboys, unfortunately. Todo triste, unfortunately, man, those pinche Cowboys, cabrones. But I tell them, I'm running on fumes from the 70s and the 90s, and that's true. That really, really is. Well, anyways, the Cowboys take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next Monday night. With the Cowboys, you never know what really to expect. I don't know, man. I wouldn't bet a dime on the Cowboys. I really, really wouldn't. But con más ganas. When you're going up against Tom Brady in the playoffs, look out. That's all I'm going to say. So let's see what happens, man. But like I said, I am a Cowboy fan. I'm hoping they win, but my hopes aren't really too high up there on their winning, and I wouldn't bet a dime. So let's get past the Cowboys for right now. There we go. Anyways, this past weekend, I went to Kickapoo Casino. Woohoo! Eagle Pass. And I got to tell you, man, I've been going to Kickapoo for like 5 or 6 years, if not more, every once in a while. I wasn't a big fan of Kickapoo. I really just never really was a big fan of Kickapoo, Lucky Eagle Casino there in Eagle Pass. But I gotta tell you, man, that casino has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and more impressive and more impressive. I was very, very impressed with the amount of slot machines inside that casino. It is monstrous now. They even got restaurants in there and, grilled sandwiches and an IHOP and what else do they mean? A steakhouse in there? They got a whole mess of everything in there. Very, very impressive. Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino. I've gone there so many times and I've never come out of there winning once, but this time I did. For the money that I took over there, I brought back $12 extra. I've always said if I'm not going to win, I'd love to break even. Anything but lose. Well, I didn't lose this weekend, and I even brought back $12 extra. Woohoo! First thing I did, I went to Whataburger. Let me have that Whataburger with cheese. Let me have that order of fries, tall soda, and your phone number, please, ma'am. Woo! All right. Gotta throw in that line right there. Well, anyways, like I said, I had a great time at Kickapoo Casino. Very, very impressed with the way they've grown, and wow. I applaud their service as well. The only thing about Kickapoo, I go to other casinos. I've been to Vegas. I've been to the Beau Rivage in Mississippi. I've been to Lake Charles, Louisiana. I've been on the casino boats, and all of those people, all of those casinos, you get free drinks when you're gambling. Not at Kickapoo. Man, Kickapoo don't give you sodas, coffee, lemonade, horchata. But liquor, they're going to charge you for that stuff, man. They really, really are. So don't expect free drinks at Kickapoo. That they will not give you, but they'll give you sodas and Coke and coffee and horchata and all that other good stuff. But no alcoholic beverages. You can buy them. Don't get me wrong. They got plenty of alcoholic beverages there, but they will not give them to you. It doesn't matter how much you're gambling. You're not going to get one. You've got to pay for them. And there you go. Anyways, what is it? The Mega Million, 1.1 billion. Let me see here. Well, let's go back here a little bit with the Mega Million, 1.1 billion was not won, and the next drawing is tomorrow. I get a kick out of people. Nah, that's still not enough. I won't buy tickets till it's 2.1 billion. 1.1, nah. I'm not even going to waste my time. I am not a person that buys lottery tickets. I've never been one. Maybe once in a while I'm at HEB. What the hell? I buy a scratcher or whatever. But I've never been one to buy lottery tickets. To me, man, by the time you go to the counter, can I have one of those things so I can pick some numbers and you're picking numbers? Let me see here. What number? Come on, please. But mind you, the rewards. The only problem here is that what are the odds that you're going to win? Right, 1.1. It doesn't mean you can't win it, and there's no way you're gonna win it if you don't buy a lottery ticket. I get it. I just don't have the time for 1.1 billion. Don't have the time for that. And there you go. Anyways, let's see here. Let's go here. Check this out. England, a delivery driver stole $14,000 worth of booze, and it was called sophisticated scam. $14,000 worth of booze in England. Wow, I guess he was looking to have a bloody good time, right? $14,000 worth of booze. Man, that's at least 6 drinks at the Kickapoo. Maybe even 7. $14,000 worth of booze. That's a lot of liquor, man. It is. Wow. I don't know, man. If I could get hold of the man, how much you charge me for maybe a couple of bottles here? Just 2. That's all I need, just 2. Come on, there we go. I don't mind, doing the black market liquor kind of a thing. So, look, if you're listening to me, dude, if you're the one that stole the liquor, get a hold of me. Double take with double R at gmail.com. And you can just say, hey, man, Robert, here you're interested in a couple of bottles of liquor, and I'll buy a couple from you. There you go. Right, the black market liquor. Anyways, let's see here. What else do I have on the agenda here? Now, check this out. I wanted to talk about this. A customer shot and killed an armed robber in Houston at a taco shop. Now, this is the crazy part about all of this. When I saw the video, it was just simply unreal. Well, some person walked into this small little taco shop with a mask on him, and he came in there with a gun, pointing the gun, saying, I want your money. He was trying to get all the customers' money. Mind you, it's a small little taqueria, man. A small little taqueria, right? So, I mean, I don't condone any of this, but if you're going to be doing something, go where there's a lot of people, man, where you're going to get a lot of money, not where they got 4 or 5 customers. Anyways, like I said, I don't condone it, but here's what went down. The man went in there with a gun, pointing the gun at everybody, all 6 or 7 people in there, asking for their wallets, for their purse, for their money. Well, as he was making the turn and trying to get people's money, he figured, that's it, I got everybody's money. As he was trying to exit the front door, lo and behold, one of the customers was packing a gun, shot him several times, and then went up to him to finish the job and shot him in the head. Crazy, man. Of course, the robber was killed, and the man who shot the robber gave back the money to all the people that had given the robber their money. He said, there you go, guys, there you go, and waited for the police. And actually, he didn't wait for the police. Police in Houston are still looking for the man Was this in Houston? I think this was in Houston. There we go. Yeah, Texas Taqueria. There we go. Anyways, the police are looking for this man. Now, it's going to be really interesting to see if they're going to charge this man with anything. This is really crazy because when that robber was leaving the place, leaving the front door, walking out the front door, the robber's back was to the customers. That's when the patron pulled out a gun and shot him in the back 3 times and then went up to him and to finish the job, shot him in the head. That is just crazy, man. It really, really is, man. Today's world, you just don't know who in the hell's packing a gun anymore. I remember back in my days in the 70s, I was just worried if somebody was packing a slingshot. But nowadays, man, it's all hell's breaking loose. Guns and knives and hand grenades and all that other crazy stuff. It's going to be really interesting to see once they find this man, how they're going to take the situation and see if they're going to want to arrest the man or charge him with anything. It's going to be really, really interesting. Let's see here. What else do I have for y'all? Boom, boom, you know that about 3 weeks ago, give or take there a little bit, there is a new donut shop here in San Antonio. There's some in Houston. They're scattered across the United States. It's called Vodoo Donuts. Have y'all ever heard of them? I know nothing about them. I really, really don't. I just know that they're super duper popular. They got all these crazy donuts with all these different crazy flavors and all this. One donut has cereal on top of it. The other one's got all, like peanuts and bacon, and they got all this stuff, man. Right? Fancy dancy donuts. So fancy that each donut is like $3 a donut. $3 a donut? Are you serious? That's 2 tall boys from Valero. If I got a choice, okay, Robert, do you want a voodoo donut that's got Captain Crunch on top of it? Or do you want 2 tall boys from Valero? No, well, a donut, 2 tall boys. Donut, 2 tall. I'll take the 2 tall boys. I'll take these babies right here. The donut can't wait for later. I got Captain Crunch at home. I'll just put some Captain Crunch on one of my HEB donuts. There you go, right there, man. But really, man, to be paying $3 or $4 per donut, that is crazy. That really, really is. Now, I want y'all guys to listen up. Here we go. This is what I really, really wanted to talk about. There we go. I cannot tell you how many people have told me, Robert, we missed the Cruising Classic show. You got to come back. Do the Cruising Classic show, man. We get it, the morning show. We understand all that. But come on, Sunday evenings, the Cruising Classic show. Bring it back. Let's work together. Let's do something. Right. I'll buy you a dozen Voodoo donuts. Come on, Robert. Come back to the Cruising Classic show. Well, I tell you what. I have reconsidered what my game plan was on taking time off from everything. So here is what I am going to do. I plan on bringing back the Cruising Classic show, and the first Cruising Classic show will be happening February the 19th. Sunday night, February the 19th, a week after the Super Bowl. But there is a kicker to all this. Okay, there is a kicker to all this. Now it's going to be a little bit different. To be able to listen to the Cruising Classic show, you will have to subscribe to the Cruising Classic show, which means if you subscribe, you will get a special link where you are able to listen in to the Cruising Classic show each and every Sunday. Only subscribers will be able to listen to the Cruising Classic show each and every Sunday. Like I said, the very first show will be February the 19th, of course, Sunday night, but you have to be a subscriber. Now, you're probably going, Robert, how does this work on subscribing? It's very, very simple. You go to robertrivasradio@gmail.com. No, robertrivasradio.com. There we go. That's my email. robertrivasradio.com. Go there, and you'll see the information right there. It's as simple as paying $25 a month, and you're subscribed. Figure it out. $25 a month, 4 Sundays. You're paying $6 per show for 3 hours, if not more, of Cruising Classics and being entertained each and every Sunday. And what a great way to support the cause by being a subscriber. Now, you're going to see 2 other options if you're feeling a little bit saucy and feeling a little bit generous and saying, I'll just give you a little bit more, Robert. I really, really appreciate it. You'll have 2 other options, but the minimum to be a subscriber and listen in to the Cruising Classic Show will be by going to robertrivasradio.com. Click on there and you'll see the button right there, subscribe, and you'll be good to go. Now, what's going to be happening, once we get on that day, I'll be sending each and every subscriber a special link where you're able to listen in and enjoy the Cruising Classic Show. So there you go. That's about the only way I can do the Cruising Classic Show where I think it'll be feasible for everybody, not only for the listeners, but for myself as well. So look, think about it. You got some time to think about it. I'll be doing one Cruising Classic Show before the actual subscription deal starts. Probably be a week before the Super Bowl, right around there somewhere. We'll figure it out. But anyways, I'll say it again. The Cruising Classic Show is coming back, but it's going to be by subscription. Simple. You go to my website, robertrivasradio.com, click on the subscribe tab, and say, I'm going to subscribe every month. It's $25. It's going to give you a couple of other options, but the lowest is $25. That's all good. $25. Calculate it. 4 shows in 1 month, $25. $6.25 a week. Por favor. You can't even buy 2 donuts at Vodoo Donuts. So anyways, think about it. And if there's nothing to think about, you go to my website and subscribe. And like I said, as soon as I get your subscription, that you paid your subscription, I will contact you and keep in contact with you and be sure and let you know as we're getting closer to the date what I'll be giving you on the link and a couple of other information and stuff like that, okay? It's going to be awesome, I promise you, man. But the Cruising Classic Show is coming back. Subscription only. Any questions whatsoever, email me at doubletake@gmail.com. Simple. doubletake@gmail.com. Email me. If you have any questions, whatever the case may be, get a hold of me on Facebook, and I'll answer all your questions. Anyways, that's it for me, man. How long have I been on here? That's way too long. Anyway, 16 minutes. I'm giving you way too much time. Anyways, we'll be seeing you again here really, really soon. Like I said, Double Take with Double R will be in and out. I'll probably do a couple more this week. That way I can talk about this and talk about that and all that other good stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to the Cruising Classic Show. Man, what a way to enjoy each and every Sundays the way you used to. It's back, and I promise you, man, you know what it's all about. You know what it's all about. There's nothing like listening to those oldie but goodie romantic love songs each and every Sunday night with yours truly, Robert Rivas. That's it. Double Take with Double R. I can't say have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Órale.